So after Coney Connors made their tweet alleging that Dr. Disrespect sent inappropriate messages to minors through Twitch, Dr. Disrespect came out with a tweet to address the controversy where he says, "The Twitch ban! Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. I like kids." Oh wait, that's the wrong tweet. What he actually says is, "Let's cut the fucking bullshit, as you know there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to help me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families. I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect. And I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me knows where I fucking stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have done this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you always have been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this. To all my haters that leave and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you are uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. So earlier in Dr. Disrespect's post, he talks about parting ways with Midnight Society. Their tweet announcing his departure was made the day before and said, "On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed, along with our community of players." One of the founders of Midnight Society, Robert Bowling, tweets out on his personal account saying, "This is a statement from me personally. It does not reflect any of my companies and has not gone through any legal or PR approvals. If you inappropriately message a minor, I cannot work with you. Period. I promised to only act on facts, and I did." We also have responses to Dr. Disrespect from the general public, like Hoochie, who says, "From .doc file to .pdf file." Young Jeff says, "I like Doc and his content, but unless you were lied to about their age, which I feel like would be mentioned, I don't see how, quote, these were casual and mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, unquote. quote, helps your case, man. Shitpost Gateway responds by saying, nothing is fun anymore. And then an angel coming down to give the suggestion to throw bricks at pedophiles for fun. iFunny responds to Dr. Disrespect by saying, I guess we found out your PhD was in pediatrics. Luquidus shows that Dr. Disrespect edited his original post to change it from saying individual minor to just individual. Dojangles responds by saying, nuked by your own edit. Lee Picky says, this guy is so big that he's unintentionally created so many haters, and now all these mini streamers are trying to bring him down to take his place to finally be noticed. Baseless accusations. Enjoy your vacation, Doc. I'll be waiting for your return. Carl shares this image of EDP445 dressed up as Dr. Disrespect, and then the quartering response to Dr. Disrespect by saying firm handshakes. Dave McElvatrick quote tweets Dr. Disrespect with this comic where someone sees a bear and says, whoa, a bear. The bear says, I am required by law to tell you that I'm a predator. The guy responds, I get the joke, you're a bear. And then the bear responds, no, I fought kids. Moist Critical quote tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, holy shit, that's actually shocking. Confirming messaging a minor inappropriately, but saying there wasn't any real intent is almost verbatim what people used to say to Chris Hansen. Real on X1 responds by saying, Dr. Disrespect when it comes to ruining his life. I got one more in me. Chilled Chaos says, maybe his intent was to show them how dangerous it is to talk and meet up with strangers online. The defense every predator on that show used. Adjusted 55 says, I've always been an upfront guy. Says someone who's playing a character 24/7. You Gotta Believe says, Dr. Disrespect stands still. But where's the proof? Nicholas Light says, guy's disgusting. No pun intended. I was on the side of no proof. I'll judge when we know both sides. And now I see both sides. He's a weirdo. Cheated on his wife and talking to teenagers. I don't get it. Mudahar quote tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, Mr. President, a third tweet edit has hit the towers, showing that Dr. Disrespect added minor back into his tweet. Melanie Mack quote tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, should drop the chat logs for full context. Were inappropriate messages about the minor, or some locker room jokes unrelated that shouldn't have been said? Either way, this isn't a good look. Is he a pedo? We won't know without the logs. But is this gross and stupid? Yes. Ian Miles Chung responds by saying, they went through discovery in court and determined no crimes were committed. Melanie Mack responds, I know that no crime was committed. Hannah Wu3 quote tweets Dr. Disrespect, showing the edit history of his post, and captioning it by saying, Dr. Disrespect, this is your lawyer speaking. You are doing great, buddy. Keep posting through it. Prezzo shows a typo Dr. Disrespect made and says, okay, I know this isn't really important right now, but it's breath, not breath. Sorry. Afro Sinjo quote tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, I stopped reading after bro admitted to talking sexually with a minor. It's surprisingly enough very easy not to do that. And it's not like you did that as whoever you are outside of this content creation shit. You did it as Dr. Disrespect on your main Twitch account at the time. Laughing my ass off. Anyone who uses their clout to talk to someone underage gotta go. Especially someone at your size who is also fucking married. FOH! Dextero then tweets about the situation when they say, quote, were the Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Unquote. Dr. Disrespect confirmed he sent messages to a minor on Twitch, which allegedly led to his ban. Brandon Buckingham responds by saying, ultimate disappointment. Jeffrey Perkins says, I will go to jail for 20 years if it means he can be locked up for just one. Nick Jenkins responds, he did what? Showing a screenshot of Dr. Disrespect getting eliminated in Fortnite by someone called Dr. Cheats on his wife with a minor. Snacky shares this Breaking Bad gif and says, Nickmercs at this very moment. Kels quote tweets Dr. Disrespect saying, were there intentions? Absolutely not. And then says, so what was the purpose, Herschel? Can't believe I used to support you. Birkin shows tweets Cody and Nadia made about Dr. Disrespect and says, Cody was right. Nadia was right. And then it somehow gets even worse for Dr. Disrespect when someone called Lena Love posts these DMs she had with Dr. Disrespect and captioned it by saying, during that time in 2017 when he was cheating on his wife with not only me, a trans sex worker, but also another woman, and sexting a minor. He was exploiting me by making me give him cam shows with the promise of partnership. After the cam shows, he went ahead and blocked me. She then shows video proof of Dr. Disrespect DMing her, and shows the DMs that start off with Dr. Disrespect saying, on June 10th, 2017, oh stop it. She responds, hi doctor, how are you? Photo shoot tomorrow, too nervous. Doc responds, well, good luck. She replies, I'm gonna try ready to get some sexy cosplay images. Then after, I can punish you. Doc responds, oh yeah? How so? She replies, don't know, have a good strategy, we shall see. Doc responds, ha, still waiting. She responds, yeah, I'll think of one soon, overwhelmed packing for tomorrow. Not sure if smooth black leather or latex, don't know. Doc responds, nice. Feel like releasing one right now. Yummy. Should I let it go or hold on? She responds, let's it go. Spray it out. 10 days later, Doc responds, need something. She responds, what do you need, Doc? I'm sure you have all these e-girls ready to serve you. Doc responds, lol, no. She responds, lies. Doc responds, no way. You gonna watch my explosive intro? She responds, the goddess must be worshipped from head to toe before you can explode. I want the rewards. 9 days later, he responds with a :P emoji, and she replies, hi hun, how are you? Then a couple weeks later she says, daddy, you need to shout me out and spoil me, thank you. And then a couple weeks later, Doc responds, just added you on Snap. Add me on Snapchat. Username Blockbuster Doc. She tried to censor it, but you can kind of see it in one of the frames. It's Blockbuster Doc. She then responds a couple months later saying, miss you Doc, thanks for unfollowing stranger. And then about half a year later she says, are you going to PAX East? And then sometime after that, Dr. Disrespect blocked her. She then shows some more messages with Dr. Disrespect that are from May 9th, 2017, and starts out with Doc saying, had to watch this one more time. She responds, I tried to snap you. Did you delete your account? Doc responds, yes. She responds, oh, okay, feels bad. Doc responds, sorry, and then she says, I will try to vid chat you soon. I'm heading to the gym, gonna get fit, but don't be a stranger. Message me sometime. You gotta get some photos sent your way, wink. Doc responds, I'm gripping now. Boom. She responds, nice firm grips while I worked out. Yum. A couple days later, she then says, hey love, do you know anyone you're close with that could see if they could get me a Twitch partnership? About a week later, Dr. Disrespect replies, I tried. They are pretty locked down right now, focusing on popular games and impact of streamers on those games, unfortunately. 2 days later, she responds, hope all is well, have fun at work, I'm stuck with a cold, fuck me. I kinda stopped playing games and doing IRL, giving it 1 month gets me. If not, I will go back to games, lol. Just Alex from partnership so hard, lol. And then on June 4th, Doc says, any new peekaboos? T-Split on Twitter responds to Lena Love by saying, Nickmercs about to be more upset over this than Doc being a predator. Tristan quote tweets a picture of her and Dr. Disrespect at TwitchCon from October 2017 and captions it by saying, Nickmercs gonna punch his monitor over this. Maverick shows a picture of an old man whispering in Dr. Disrespect's ear with the caption, another DM has been made public. Post Crash Out Night Skin quote tweets Lena Love and says, Dr. Disrespect was transphobic but chasing trans girls on the low? Bisama responds, many such cases. IQ Kev also reports on the story, and people start responding to that, like Juice who shows this reaction image and says, bro thought Twitter DMs disappear after you block. IQ Kev then responds, he probably thought the same thing when he tried to edit minor out of his tweet, and then he shows a SpongeBob gif that says, how do we tell him? Alex says, my man was a coomer, holy. IQ Kev responds, bro was gooning all 2017, showing the DMs that we read earlier of Dr. Disrespect saying he was going to release. Zippity says, wait, what? IQ Kev responds, yeah, I guess this guy chose to do every bad thing possible all in 1 year. Dorner says, the timeline does match up. Dr. Disrespect did openly admit to cheating on his wife in 2017 on stream, but for the screen recording to resurface now, the timing is too crazy. Gravity King TV says, this is going to ruin the tour. Trainwreck Update tweets out this image with the caption, the hole gets deeper. Callie says, bro literally jerked off in character in the DMs, lol. Krim says, first minors and now this? They don't call him the two-time for nothing. saying, Howling Mutant says, man, this shit is worse than him fucking kids. Howling Mutant also quote tweets this and says, Dr. Disrespect is like, haha guys, let's focus on the underage girl I was texting, okay? Tim Butterly says, bro, all you had to do was wear a wig and be based in game chat for 8 hours a day. Smoking wife, recognition from pro sports franchises. This is a fumble that deserves to be studied. Aristofan says, hang it up boys, DD is cooked. VO plays this clip with the caption, Chris Hansen would like a word with you, Dr. Disrespect.
Hello, Doc. Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators. To catch a predator, have a seat with Chris Hansen. My streaming crime network, True Blue, all the rest. Now, Doc, I'm gonna need you to have a seat right over there. I've been going through some of the transcripts of your online behavior, and I'm curious as why you're so into Whisper. Maybe you should just put it out there for everyone to hype you up. But don't end up in one of my dark kitchens for an interrogation. Do you understand me? In the meantime, I'll be watching, so stay safe, stay healthy, and be careful on Whisper, won't you?
Isla shares this video and says, this really the year we exposing child pedos from Diddy to Drake and now Dr. Disrespect? What's with the D's? Kit Clips posts this clip with the caption, Dr. Disrespect went from turning down a $10 million a year kick contract last month to nearly losing every source of income within a few days.
Like I said, I mean, they had a gracious number. 10 mil per year, zero gambling, but it's just not enough. Like I said, hey, and it's no hard feelings. I appreciate the $10 million offer per year kick, okay? But the number's 50 million. I'm not budging from that one, huh? 50 mil, you get the 2-time, okay? If not, I'm not interested in moving. Community's too strong here.
Dorner responds by saying, yeah, he probably looking back and wish he took that deal right now. Kit Clips responds, community is too strong here. Well, that's gone now. Pokimane responds to all of this by saying, yuck. And then reverse draw for Uno says, I mean, they are your cookies. Mr. Soul shows a future Dr. Disrespect apology video where he's playing the ukulele. Ducky says, no kidding, career ending. And he thinks he's still in the right. Valkyrie says, Dr. Disgusting. Cole says, wop 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 wop. Doc, what the fuck? Santa Decides says, Dr. Diddler. Carl responds, own that fraud. Sneako shows a screenshot of Valkyrie and Pokimane's tweets about this and captions it by saying, Western culture is hilarious. If someone texts a girl 17 years and 11 months old, he gets jumped by the whole industry. But if that same girl waits 1 more month to sell her body on OnlyFans, she is celebrated by that same industry for being an independent queen. Clown world. Bugs Bunny Groiper responds by saying, she was 17 years old, 11 months, 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes, you freak. Ray responds by saying, ban OnlyFans. Blue Velvet Enjoyer says, 30-year-old dates an 18 to 21-year-old girl. They freak out. 30-year-old subs to the same girl's OnlyFans, and they are happy she's making money. Syrian Girl says, it is actually disgusting. Decency is not just for children, but for everyone. Juice WRLD's Gun says, I can't believe you actually defending pedophilia, but hey, this is the same person who defends cuties. Devon D says, Sneako, transgenders are coming for your kids. They are pedos. Also Sneako, it's okay to date someone under 18. GB shares this gif with the caption, defending a married man texting a minor. Devil Slayer says, that's not the point of the doc situation though. The man was married, had kids, and he was texting inappropriate things to a minor. That's the problem. He shouldn't have entertained it in the first place. I get what you were saying, but it ain't valid in this situation. Mayo says, King Sneako the GOAT. 100% the correct take. Cheezer Update says, Sneako low-key spittin' right now. Pokemon 333 quote tweets Sneako and says, 80k likes. Laszlo says, I feel like most of them are bots anyway. Pokemon responds, too bad you can't check anymore. Onion shows this image of every hotel having a Sneako chair and captions it by saying, cough cough. 4G quote tweets Sneako and says, bro, we get it. You're Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Perkins quote tweets Sneako with this clip in the caption, Sneakoby. The account Sneako Updates on Twitter then shares a stream clip of Sneako elaborating on his take with the caption, Sneako defends Dr. Disrespect. Quote, if you are 13 years old, edging to Pokimane all day, it's okay. But if Dr. Disrespect texts a girl who was 17 years old, 11 months, 364 days, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds, he's the worst person ever.
Dr. Disgusting, says Valkyrie. Yuck, says Pokimane. everyone will hate you. But as soon as that second hits midnight, then she can sign up on OnlyFans, sell her body, and then everyone's going to parade around and say, you go, queen. You're an independent girl boss. Slay. Clown world. I don't know everything about Dr. Disrespect, but what is the, like, let's break it down. Pokimane pretty much does softcore porn for 14-year-old boys. Her audience is 95% men who are jerking off the entire stream. Pokey, I want to poke you, Pokey. On Twitch. I might get banned on Twitch by saying this, but it is what it is, bro. They run Twitch because they are turning people into simps. And simping is them, here's another 3,000 gifted, ding, jerking off all day. Most of them are teenagers. Most of them are underage. It doesn't even matter to them because Twitch is 13 plus. So they're okay if you're 13 years old, edging to Pokemon all day. But if Dr. Disrespect texts a girl who's 17 years old, 11 months, 364 days, 59 minutes and 59 seconds, he's the worst person ever. Why? Someone tell me how that makes any sense. And as soon as that second goes away, she's a prostitute, everybody cheers.
Shroom Attack says, so everyone just outing themselves as a pedo today? Firelord Mikey says, this is the biggest false equivalence I've ever seen. He never fails to embarrass himself. Tasso says, Dr. Disrespect admitted to sending inappropriate messages to a minor, and here you have other streamer defending his actions. All these people need to be banned from all social media. Now! D. Gertie says, bro, if she was 18, still would be weird, lol. He 42. Someone check Sneako's whispers. Pokimane quote tweets Sneako and says, cuck, and then Sneako responds to her by saying, the hypocrisy of the left. They pretend to be inclusive. They yell, love is love, but as soon as they disagree with a man, cuck, simp. What happened to no kink shaming, Pokimane? She tweet and deleted because this proves she's disgusted by her own audience. Anyways, moving on from that, Nickmercs responds to all of the new Dr. Disrespect news in this 50-second Twitter video.
Yo, checking in. I'm seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that, you know, he was texting an underage girl, and it went weird sometimes, you know, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? There's no excuse for something like that, and I can't support it. Hang on, honey, doing this, talking to Twitter. I can't support it. I can't defend it, and look, the boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because we played a lot of games with the guy, and it feels a little weird, but what can you do, you know? So I just wanted to update you guys on my thoughts and how I'm feeling. And I mean, look, I hope you guys have a good day, all right?
Prototype responds to Nickmercs by saying, damn, I know it sucks, but this attitude seems soft from all the other clips I've seen regarding protect the kids. I expected more, not gonna lie. Nickmercs responds, not gonna lie, I couldn't care any less about what you think. Daniel L says, no wrongdoing, no criminal case, no legal ramifications, paid out by Twitch, no proof shown of the details of the conversation, or of what inappropriate actually means. No idea what Doc knew regarding the age before the message. These things need to be addressed. Stat! The Crazed J says, I guess we know what Doc's favorite snack is, showing a picture of him eating a cupcake. Joe responds to Nickmercs by sharing a tweet that Nickmercs made last year where he said, they should leave little children alone, that's the real issue, and then captions it by saying, what a shit response. All you've said is you don't support it. That's the bare minimum, bro. Almost the whole world doesn't support pedos. Anyways, saying protect the kids, but not in this scenario, only in your delusional take on LGBT. Where is this energy now? Lord of Indiana says, pull all that aside. Let's say he didn't know the age of the victim. This dude has a family, kids, a great life with an audience. He put that in jeopardy over some Twitch whispers. Wild. Dan responds to Nickmercs by saying, the guy you be hanging with. Glizzy God says, he went soft on him unlike other people he's called out. I guess when it's your man, he gets the father to son talking to voice, not the riled up all caps Twitter voice. Marek quote tweets Nickmercs and says, what can can you do? You can apologize for painting queer people as malicious predators while you were friendly with and defending a predator. Lust responds to the video by saying, leave the children alone until it's your friend doing it. Then it's, oh shucks, what can I do? Another friend of Dr. Disrespect's TimTheTatman made his own Twitter video about the situation where he said this.
Wow, this is absolutely insane, bro. Everything I'm seeing. I have known Doc for a while now. We've played games for years, and seeing everything that is spiraling right now is a very difficult thing for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there. I think for me, I know a lot of you are asking, Tim, what are you feeling? Tim, what are you feeling? My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate, if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that. I can't. I appreciate y'all. This is beating me up, but this is unfortunate to say the least. This is awful. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love you give, and I'll see y'all soon, man.
Big Rob Energy responds to him by saying, respect for even saying anything. Whole situation sucks for a multitude of reasons. Cade says, freaky ass streamer, he had a 69 doc. Alec Fallon says, hahaha, you and Nick coordinating dropping Twitter videos is so shameless. All of Doc's friends coming out like this is actually peak comedy. Just say he's a predator and move on. Exuma responds, he did? Watch the video. Alec responds, he's beating around the bush and saying, I can't support it, and it's unfortunate. Softball. LWS Wrestling responds, I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's hard when a close friend you've known for years comes out as a predator. Cash Override responds to TimTheTatman by saying, I'm not a big fan of yours personally, but I commend you 1,000,000% for speaking out about it. You can just see the pain in your face here. Sorry that you've got to go through all this because of that man's actions, dude. Vio shows a picture of Nick and Tim and says, so you were telling me everyone but his closest friends knew about this disgusting behavior? I don't know about that. LuxRex Venus responds by saying, TimTheTatman used to be a social worker. I believe him when he said he didn't know. Nickmercs definitely knew that scum weasel. Vio then responds with a picture of a TimTheTatman tweet from last year with the caption, I don't know if I'd put that much credit into homie's morals. The tweet Tim made last year reads out, at Nickmercs has been my friend for years. We went in getting our COD operators together. It feels wrong for me to have mine and him no longer have his. In support of my friend, please remove the TimTheTatman bundle at Call of Duty. Moving on to some more reactions to Dr. Disrespect, Melanie Mack says, in light of this Dr. Disrespect stuff, just remember that women are very deliberately streaming sexual content that Twitch even puts on the front page sometimes, visible to minors. Shut it all down. GamerMind responds with this meme and says, happily steal this. The meme image says, 18 years old girls showing their butt in the bikini to lure 13-year-old boys into their OnlyFans? I sleep. Streamer flirting with a 17-years-old in his DMs? Real shit? Melanie Mack responds, exactly. Twitch is depraved. They have no moral high ground in this scenario. Vegetable responds to Melanie by saying, so this is your takeaway from a major streamer sexting a minor? Blaming women? Melanie Mack responds, you're not very smart it seems if that's what you got out of everything I've said. Women aren't to blame for what Doc did, but said women in question are predatory, as is the Twitch platform, and deserve to be punished. Moving on from Melanie Mack, another YouTuber who reacted to all of this was The Quartering, who responded to Dr. Disrespect by saying firm handshakes. Antifa victim tweets this out with the caption, Dr. Disrespect, I may have engaged in some light pedophilia. The Quartering, Doc, I respect you for this. Discry responds, disgusting. And then Antifa victim responds, we call him Dr. Disrespect his wife for a reason. And that's about it for the overall reaction to Dr. Disrespect basically coming out and saying he's a pedo. Be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications on. In the meantime, if you'd like to see more content, I have another channel called Mayo Monkey, where I stream and share my opinions on various dramas, so if you want to check that out, the link to that will be in the description below. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment below on what you thought of all of this, and with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.